Hi, everybody. It's me again. In this course, Personal Finance, we spend the entire semester starting from a basic what is personal finance, if you will, and taking you all the way up to investments and ultimately how to plan for retirement. But planning for retirement, that's a long way off, isn't it? According to the Columbus State Registration Statistics, most of you fall into an age group that is between 18 and 24. And that means retirement is somewhere between 40 and 50 years from now. So how do you plan for retirement? What does it mean to you? I could tell you, set some goals. In fact, in Chapter 1, we're going to discuss set some goals. What's it mean? What's a goal? I like that ice cream after I leave the office. Is that a goal? Not really. Not really. It's a plan. It's not much of a goal. It's just, something to do. I'd like to have a new car in a couple of years. Is that a goal? Well, we're getting there. I'd like to graduate with a bachelor's degree in 3 years. Is that a goal? No, we're definitely getting there. How do we plan for something as far off as retirement? How do we make this come together? I decided to put together a little visualization exercise because, frankly, I couldn't figure it out either, and I went home and asked my wife. My wife is a yogi, does a lot of yoga, and she helped me with this. So, if you will, humor me. Put your hand over your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Now, I want you to quiet your mind a little bit. And I want you to think about the place you live right now. I want you to think about the place you left this morning to come to school. I don't want you to judge it. I don't want you to do anything other than let an image of that place pass through your mind. Big, small, clean, dirty. I want you to see yourself as you leave this place, as you walk out of it into your neighborhood. And I want you to just see your neighborhood for a moment. What type of neighborhood is it? The type of neighborhood where the sidewalk and pavement are cracked and the weeds are growing up? The type of neighborhood where the lawns are neatly manicured? Everybody has an individual house with a big tall entrance, or is it a bunch of old apartments kind of put together? Is there graffiti anywhere? Is there any trash in the gutter? I don't want you to judge. I just want you to see it. Observe it a bit from a distance if you can. Next, I want you to think about the vehicle you used to come to school today. Maybe it was an old beater of a car that you got when your grandmother passed. Maybe it was a brand new Honda or Toyota that you just went and bought at the dealership because they had a big sale on them over the holidays. Maybe you took a public bus because you don't have a vehicle of your own. Maybe you walked to school because you don't have a vehicle of your own. Don't judge. Just think about it. Look at it from a distance. This is your starting point. This is where you are today. No judgment. It's just the place you live today, the neighborhood in which that place is situated, and the vehicle you use to get to work or get to school. Now let those images leave your mind. Take another breath. And now, I want you to see yourself at retirement. Where do you live? Is it a penthouse condo on the beach in Miami? Is it a big log cabin in the mountains in Colorado? Maybe there's a hot tub on the back deck. You can lay back and look at the stars. Is it a big house in a fancy neighborhood with somebody else mowing your lawn? Maybe it's a little house in Nantucket. Got some cedar shake thing going on the sides of it. What's the neighborhood like? If you live in Miami, maybe you're in the midst of restaurants and nightlife. If you're in the mountains, maybe your closest neighbor is a moose. If you're on Nantucket, maybe you don't really have neighbors. You got sand dunes and the ocean, seagulls keeping you company. Think about it for a minute. What type of vehicle do you have? In Miami, maybe you got a drop-top Ferrari parked out front. Valet keeping an eye on it. If you're in the mountains, maybe you got the latest four-wheel drive pickup from Dodge, Ford, or Chevy. If you're in Nantucket, maybe you got a bicycle leaning against the side of your house and you're as happy as can be. Don't judge. Just look at it. Enjoy it. Immerse yourself in it for a minute. Open your eyes. In this class, when you're thinking about retirement, when you're thinking about saving, when you're thinking about goals, when you do the goals project, I don't want you thinking about my definition of success. I don't want you thinking about the person next to your definition of success. I want you to think about wherever it was you just saw yourself when you visualized retirement. I want you thinking about whatever success means to you. I want you to think about how to assign a dollar value. What's a cottage in Nantucket cost? Condo in Miami, 2.1 mil. Drop-top Ferrari, $383,000. Not that I've checked. I need 2.5 mil just to get started if I want that visualization to come true. Turns out I don't, but it's a way to assign a dollar value. And then I can start to plan, can't I? Because I don't just have the goal. I did the visualization. The goal came to me. But we can go out and see what the elements in that visualization cost. And then we can start to save for those. And no dream's too big. No dream is so far out that we can't put it in our scheme of things. Excuse me. So that's a little bit about what this class is, and that's how we're going to approach it. Take care.